Sup, y'all? It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. So apparently, Remy Ma did not take a plea deal that was issued, and there will be a trial going down in New York City. Before I get into the vibe, darling, definitely make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope y'all enjoy my video on this.
I already know it's your girl Brittney Chanel.
Y'all, so Remy Ma, like, I ain't copping to nothing type vibe right now. Like, I respect it, but let me give y'all like the play-by-play on this, and I'm gonna give my commentary on this. This was posted on the nydailynews.com, and this is by Marley Crane, Newman, and Graham Raymond, and it was posted on May 24th, 2019 at 1:19 p.m. Gotta cite your sources. Now, it says Remy Ma is headed to trial. The ex-con entertainer, why they do that, this lady like this, who is accused of socking a reality TV star in the face, rejected a plea deal from Manhattan prosecutors on Friday. So I guess this past Friday, they had issued, her a jail-free deal, they're saying, and she would have had to take anger management classes if she just would have pled to that. She would have had to agree that she I guess accosted, assaulted this girl, and she would have had to do her anger management classes. So Remy Ma, who's 38, if y'all don't know, she is accused of, I guess, going at Love and Hip Hop New York's co-star Brittney Taylor at a cancer benefit at Irving Plaza on April 16th. This is horrible. I didn't even know this was a cancer benefit, y'all. Yeah, they doing charity type stuff, and these allegations is going around. We can't do nothing. We cannot come together, y'all, on no fronts and do a good thing, y'all, when it comes to some of these folks. Now, it says the 27-year-old suffered a shiner and basically called, the cops 2 days after the alleged assault, they say. Now, I was telling y'all, it was reports that Remy, has, some type of video to prove that she didn't have nothing to do with this whole situation. From what I was hearing around in the YouTube streets and all of that, people was commentating and giving reports on that. And I just was hoping for the best with this Remy Ma situation, because I'm like, okay, Remy just had her daughter, Remy has her other children to think about, her husband, her family, and ultimately I just was hoping that she didn't allow somebody to take her to that level that you don't need to go to, as far as anybody. Because, that's all people do, is try to provoke situations. You doing you shining, you living your best life. And they're sitting there, jealous and just going through a lot of stuff a lot of the times just to get you off your square, because something in them psychologically is off from you doing you. And you know what? It's just like, when you think about this situation, it's a sad situation. Now, I'm a little nervous that she did not take the plea, because I'm like, okay, if you did in fact do this, because I don't know whether she did it or not, but if you did in fact do this, that would have been the best option, because it was jail free, and you would have, had to go get, the anger management and that sort of thing, because anger management too is necessary for some people. It's a lot of times, some people, they come from the street, they come from, I've seen it, they come from the street, and that's something that they know, and then they get successful, and sometimes it's hard for people to transition to that. Like, you used to handling your business in the street, and now you can't just go up to nobody and just sock and bop and Millie rock people down the block, like how you used to be able to do when you had people talking trash. And it would be, you would be able to do that, go about your business, and then be good. But when you have the more money and success you have, the more that's on the line for you, because you know now you weren't gonna have people coming out trying to sue and all that. And I think that could be a concern on why she doesn't want to take the plea, because she probably don't want to have to pay this girl if she, you know, and maybe she didn't do it. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Maybe she didn't do it and she like, I ain't about to, you know, cop to that and, you know, this person be able to sue me for no money. So we don't know. We don't know what the situation. Only the trial is going to be able to tell us what the heck transpired with this whole situation. Now they go on to say Ma, whose real name is Remy Smith, but that's not her real name. Her real name is, I guess, Reminisce Mackey. At this point in time, it used to be Smith before she was married. Is on parole until August for y'all know that whole situation where it was a ooh la la type of situation where, you know, she took some she was Steph Curry with the shot, I'ma say, on a woman outside of Manhattan Deli in 2007. Okay. Now, anyway, prosecutors offered Remy a jail-free deal if she, like I said, if she pled guilty to which the whole situation that they're accusing her of, and if she went to anger management classes. Now, the rapper turned her nose up at the offer during an appearance in Manhattan criminal court, where basically the charges against her were amended to change the time of the alleged I guess incident from 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. So if it was amended, it must be an important reason for why it was amended, because if Remy is trying to say, hey, I wasn't here at this time, and this person is saying I was, that would, you know, lend to her defense. Or if Remy was saying that she wasn't there at a time, and, you know, they're like, on the surveillance, you were here at this time, so it could have happened at this time. You know, that could be a situation for that too. So only time is gonna tell on that. Now, Ma's lawyer, Dawn Florio, isn't that the same lady that was representing 6ix9ine on the Slick too? Like, I remember this lady. She was like, Danny helps his community and Daniel. And I just was like, yo, she really is out here calling 6ix9ine Danny. But anyway, Ma's lawyer, Dawn Florio, told the judge about Taylor's social media posts about her bipolar disorder and depression. Lord, anytime somebody leading with the person got bipolar and depression, that's a serious defense, honey, because they are trying to say that the person has mental illness, and therefore this could all be a figment of the person's imagination, or they could have thought it was me, and it could have been somebody else. So that you already know what direction we going in when you read that sort of stuff. And it's nothing wrong. You know, I don't think it's funny for people to make fun of people that have mental illness or anything like that. It's a real situation. But I also think that there needs to be more laws in place that protect people from certain stuff. That people that are sane people from certain situations, because we need to be sensitive to the people that have mental disorders, but the people who don't also need to be protected from certain stuff. That's just how I personally feel about that, because it's a lot going on that I'm seeing like in the public lately, in the headlines, and I'm like, okay, we're making all these provisions for people who have certain things, and it's okay to be different, but it also need to be provisions for people who are you know, not mentally ill, or people who are, you know, because it's just, you know, sometimes we as humans can be insensitive to others, and we tend to, sometimes when we have a cause, we tend to try to invalidate other people's causes and try to make our issues other people's issues. And it just has to, like I said on my last video, definitely check that out. It got to be a respect factor. But anyway, back to it. It just seemed like with this whole situation that Remy Ma is about to use her speaking about her mental illness online as a defense. That's what it's looking like. Now, Also, here's a quote. I would ask the people to inquire whether Miss Taylor is under any psychiatric treatment, she said. Whew. So Taylor's attorney would not comment on her mental health. So that's a huge situation here. Huge situation, some reasonable doubt, because it's hard sometimes with people to differentiate what is actual. Like I take this situation this situation I'm trying to clear my throat and talk at the same time, Lord. I take situations with people with mental illnesses very seriously, because they need to be protected, as well as people that they're dealing with in society need to be protected as well. And I feel like it's very fair for them to be asking the girl Brittney Taylor about any psychiatric treatment, because we done seen some incidences here. Like, look at this whole Tasha K, Star Marie situation and that Cardi B situation, and then it was alleged reports about Star Marie and in the mental state with Star Marie. So you do have people that do this stuff for clout, who come out and say stuff about different celebrities for clout. And we've seen Selena Powell try to put a baby on Offset one time, and she admitted that she made that whole situation up. So you do have people that do stuff for clout, because they have some of these people. It appears that they, I'm not saying these people that I just named, but some people do this bugged out stuff for clout. I'm going to just say that and just keep it in general. But it do be looking like mental illness be going on with some of these situations. Now, Taylor told the Daily News Ma gave her a knuckle sandwich when explained how she defended Ma's stepdaughter, Dejanay, from it says an abusive man who was beating her up. Now, I don't know nothing about all that, but that's what she reported, I guess, to the NY Daily. Let me see who they said this was. Daily News. So that when she reported that to them, that's what she said. Now it says, what happened with me and Dej in Miami is I saved her life, and Remy got aggressive when Brittney told her at Irving. That's what Taylor says. That's what Brittney Taylor is telling the NY Daily News. And they say outside the courtroom Friday, Ma took a verbal swipe at Taylor. So this is what Remy said. You guys should probably Google the people that you are calling stars and that you guys are, giving credibility to. Look into them, Ma said, dressed to the nine in white stilettos, a white blazer, and black slacks. So Remy is like, listen, y'all got to look at some of these people that y'all giving credibility to. Take a closer look. And I agree. I'm not agreeing with no violent actions or anything that could have transpired, but it's a lot of, questions that we have here. Like the girl mental state. Has she done this before? Because some people, like I said, that's why I used some of the people I just named as examples, because you do have people that do stuff for clout. Now, if Remy did this, and the trial finds that she did this, then fine. She got to go through the correct course of action, because you can't just settle, problems with your hands. You got to be a reasonable person and talk about things as an adult sometimes. But if she didn't, and this person has, a mental issue, then that need to be addressed also, because there be a lot of people out here doing bugged out stuff, and then people have to go through all this stuff that, sane people have to go through all this stuff to clear their name, and all these provisions to repair their reputation and property and stuff. Sometimes, I mean, if y'all see some of this stuff on the internet, y'all will really see it's a lot of people out here that are going through mental illness and stuff. And it's okay if you do go through that, but you got to make sure you get the proper care yourself. And then also people who are dealing with people who have those type of illnesses, you just have to be aware and treat the people with respect, but you also have to be good and keep yourself cool too, so that you're not in these type of situations. That's what I'll say. Now, it says Ma's trial is scheduled to start on July the 12th. Y'all know what she's being charged with: assault, harassment, and aggravated harassment. And this is what the quote that she said, Remy Ma said: "Who looks forward to going to trial? I have things to do in my life. Like, I have a real job, I have a family, I have a husband, I have a daughter." And, you know, she's thinking about everything that's going on in her life. So this is a real situation for Remy right now. Hopefully, you know, things end for the best, and, you know, both of these women can, you know, have some type of resolve after the trial, maybe go their separate ways. And if Remy did it, you know, Remy pays restitution. If she didn't do it, you know, let's hope, you know, sister girl, you know, gets the help that she needs, because, you know, it's being reported that it could be some bipolar and depression going on. So I don't know here. What are y'all's thoughts? It's definitely sad on both parts, because the young lady is black, and, you know, I would like to know how that happened. And Remy Ma is claiming that, you know, this didn't happen. So hopefully this trial answers a lot of these questions that us as the public have, because we, the people that are the public, would like to know. And I hope, you know, it ends positively for the both of these women. Y'all leave y'all thoughts about this situation down below. It's KingBritneyChanel, and I will see y'all on the next video.